All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS. Peace, honor, and respect to you brothers that's out there laboring, edifying, rightly dividing the word in truth and sincerity. And Shalom to you believers out there, the Aki and Wa Akwati. So yeah, real quick, I was watching Redacted earlier. All right, and I got a couple precepts I'm just gonna hit. This should be real quick, but I'm gonna just kind of let this video play. All right, and you can see from Redacted, it's starting. Bill Gates announced the next. You see that word, the P word, date and outbreak location. All right, so I'm gonna just let it play, and then I'm gonna just hit these precepts, and that'll be the lesson. Just really letting brothers and sisters know what's going on if you don't know. And it's one thing my man said that kind of just really stuck with me. So, but I'm gonna let it play. Here you go.
Let's talk about Bill Gates and the next pandemic. Bill Gates and the World Health Organization have announced when we will see the next pandemic, and they have a date for us. So get this on your calendar. Prepare, plan your trips around this next pandemic right now. We'll have more on that in a second and the dates. But you'll remember Bill Gates and the World Health Organization previously held what was known as the 2001 event, Event 201. And it was about the Event 201 exercise. It was a simulation involving a coordinated global response to a coronavirus that they held in a simulation just months before COVID-19 was declared a global pandemic. So they're pretty good at predicting this stuff. I don't know how they pull this off.
Fauci, remember, Fauci told Trump in 2017, not that there could be, not that there might be, but there would be a pandemic during his presidency.
Yes.
Yeah, and Obama ran exercises for it during his pregnancy.
During his pregnancy.
During his presidency, too.
At the womb factory.
So they've just gotten together and they're doing it again now. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, along with Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security and the World Health Organization. I wish I was making this up, but this is not a conspiracy theory. They did this. And they just conducted their next pandemic tabletop exercise in Belgium. It's called the Catastrophic Contagion. Hey, honey, where are you going this weekend? Oh, I'm going to Belgium. I got a conference. Oh, yeah, what's it about? It's called the Catastrophic Contagion event. Oh, what are you guys going to be doing? Oh, we're just planning the next pandemic. Just getting everything ready. Getting everything ready and locked up, and the new virus and vaccines. We'll have vaccines ready to go because that's how we do this. We plan it, and then we, of course, have the vaccines ready to go. So this is the video that Bill Gates put together, along with the team, complete with simulated news reports like this. This is really what they're preparing for us. This video is called Get Ready. Watch.
This holiday, master your kitchen with Wayfair.
Catastrophic contagion, a global challenge. Breaking news.
Two Latin American countries alerted the WHO of several outbreaks of a new infectious disease that's mysteriously appearing across the region. Severe epidemic enterovirus respiratory syndrome 2025.
Oh, so that's the name.
You see, the severe epidemic enterovirus. I don't even want to say these words, so I won't get clipped. But you see what it say, Sears. Sears. And that's crazy because prophets in antiquity were called seers, but that's the, that's, what is that called? An acronym, I believe, for this new thing. All right.
Guys, just write this down. That'll be the name of it, okay? It's going to be Sears. It's going to be called the Severe Epidemic Enterovirus Respiratory Syndrome, and 2025 is when we'll see it, okay? Now, it says at the bottom this is a fictional scenario, but come.
And you see, it's already planned out, all right? We going into 2023, all right? So they predicting. It's the same thing they did with, the C19.
Over the past 6 weeks alone, there have been 500 confirmed or suspected cases reported. The virus could cause a severe pandemic if early containment and mitigation efforts are not successful.
the pandemic in this type of situation and trend would be a risk for the global health security.
Pandemics are inherently political, financial, and so much broader.
We have not spoken on the leadership in country. And I think that we need to be also very careful. We cannot decide a lot of things without the leaders be involved and agree on that.
Oh, really? That's an interesting point that she's making. Oh, instead of unelected globalists making decisions, she's saying, wait a minute, we need to have our leaders involved in this discussion.
Wait, so the white guy was the dissenter,
Right.
like the one we're supposed to say, oh, yeah, he's a naysayer. We don't agree with him. And then
Right.
she shuts him down.
She shuts him down.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, go ahead.
There is no substitute for national leadership.
It's important to support the local response or the national response.
Training those that are in these areas first, enabling them with the tools, protecting them, and if needs be, regional solidarity first.
At this stage, communication is key, and communication should include not just scientists with data, but also social, religious, and political leaders.
Trust. This is an essential issue, and trust was broken among countries, between populations and healthcare systems, between healthcare systems and governments.
I'm very sorry to say that in 2025, we need to strengthen the health system.
WHO needs to be a voice for the voiceless.
No one is safe until all of us are safe.
As of today, there have been an estimated 1 billion cases worldwide, with more than 20 million deaths, including nearly 15 million children. Countless millions are alive, but left with paralysis or brain damage.
Oh, okay. So that's how it'll. So, I'm sorry. You hear those numbers? 1 billion people. Okay. Millions of children, and then those who are left will have brain damage and paralysis. So that's what we'll have. That's how this is going to unfold.
The most successful countries are those which invested in preparedness and trained for this moment years in advance. This included having full-time pandemic preparedness and response teams, which conducted detailed operational planning and routinely tested those plans through exercises and drills.
Okay. I should also point out, I didn't recognize her at first. This is Jean Reserve. She used to be a CNN anchor. She used to be a CNN reporter.
Did she?
Yeah. So now, I mean, just goes to show you like the cozy. I didn't recognize her at first. Her hair is, she's older, gray, and I didn't recognize her. But she was a CNN anchor reporter. This goes to show you the coziness between the mainstream media and the likes of like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the World Health Organization to add credibility to a message that they're trying to get out. Right?
Yes, but we have been freelance journalists before too, and you realize that she's just taking a contract job.
Okay.
We shouldn't begrudge someone taking a paying job. All
right.
And I saw this circulating online really quick. And I found it on YouTube and I showed Jennifer because I was like, this is like crazy that this was before COVID hit that they were playing this. And now you can't find it on YouTube. And I watched it on YouTube. So after it started to gain traction, it was scrubbed from YouTube. And now I believe you can only find it on Rumble.
This video?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, pay attention to what the guy with the white glasses is saying. This is what really hit me when he said this.
Okay. You said this was before COVID? Because this just came out.
Oh, this is the new one? Okay, so you've not seen the old one then?
Oh, I saw.
They did this.
I never saw the old one.
Okay.
No. This is the new one that they just released.
I'll show you that because because they did the exact same thing before COVID, and it was basically this exact same thing. They laid out that it was coming.
It was the exact same thing. So this is why I'm putting it out here for you brothers and sisters, all right? Because obviously right now it's not a problem, but in the future it may be a problem, even before 2025, all right? He said they did the exact same thing. They talked about it, went back and forth, and then boom, it hit, all right? I remember when I first heard about the C, all right? I was somewhere, and I forgot where I was, but I was somewhere, and it was on the news. They was talking about it, and they was saying it was over there in China. And then I remember thinking in my mind, like, man, watch that's gonna come over here. But it was always like these little, diseases that can, like we had the H1N1 and things of that nature. So when it first hit, I thought it was gonna be in for a couple months and be gone. All right. And when it first hit, I wasn't even in the truth. Okay. So I've been in the truth for a short time, but when that hit, I was not in the truth. All right. Now I came in the truth that year. All right, 2020. That's when I came in the truth. All right. I came in the truth that year, but later on. All right. It was already over here and the lockdowns was happening. That's when I came in. But when it first hit, I wasn't in the truth. So in my mind, I'm just thinking like, all right, man, it's probably going to be here for a couple months, all of that, and then it's going to be out. When I start knowing it was serious is when the NBA shut down. When the NBA shut down, that's when I knew it was serious, because I'm like, in my mind, I was like, ain't no way the NBA going to shut down and stop making money if it ain't serious. They make too much money to shut down. All right. So that's when I knew it was real, But I'm gonna continue to let it play.
They had news people. They had the table of people talking about it. It's like basically the exact same thing.
Yeah, I couldn't find that video. I mean, I showed you the event 201, but no, this is the new one that just came out. This is the brand new one that they just did in Belgium for the 2025, the new pandemic.
The toll might have been much less.
There it is, catastrophic contagion from October 2022, and now 2025. So that's what it'll be. It'll be the Sears infection, the Sears virus.
See, they have the council. They sitting up there. I mean, and it's, that's enough with that. I mean, if y'all want to watch the rest of this video, let me see if it's.
They said that was an enterovirus. They said that was an enterovirus, which is polio was an enterovirus.
Oh, good.
So
and COVID was not.
Well, they said that was an
enterovirus.
enterovirus.
A lot of C's and B's.
2022,
it's
and
all
now
good,
2025.
Man.
So that's what it'll be. It'll be the Sears infection, the Sears virus.
Well, they said that was an enterovirus. They said that was an enterovirus, which is polio was an enterovirus.
Oh, good.
So
and COVID was not.
Interesting.
No,
norovirus. COVID was a corona.
Oh, okay. That's a type of.
So, yeah, the same people behind Event 201 that David was just talking about from a few years ago took place almost 3 years ago to the day, by the way. They completed their new one now, and they say that this is going to originate in Brazil, 2025, and get ready.
They even got where it's going to be. See? That's crazy.
So, in addition to Bill Gates, the 10 current and former health ministers and senior public health officials from Senegal, Rwanda, Nigeria, Angola, Liberia, Singapore, India, Germany participated in this simulation. They had pre-recorded news broadcasts, as you saw, and then they had the virus simulation, and they tested the rates of spread and how this would affect children and sweep across the globe, and how they would go into lockdowns and what they would do. And preparing, of course, for vaccines as well, making sure that those are lined up perfectly with this. See, this is the beauty of what these guys do, right? They know it's coming, so then they just develop the vaccines that they can sell to us, and they have them ready to go right there.
Yes, but you can see there's a clear narrative of naysayer guy, saying, well, these pandemics are political.
That's pretty much it. I mean, it's, let's hit some scriptures. Again, this was a council. They been having councils. This is all planned. That's why it was called a Plandemic. All right, that's gonna take me to Psalm 64. It's about to be real quick. A couple scriptures. That's all I need to hit. Starting at verse 2, it says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked." Who is the wicked? All right, the wicked is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, starting with his elites. All right. As well as the rest of these nations, all right? From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, man, okay? who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. All right, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. As you can see, they already got the name, the place where it's going to be. You know, that I heard a brother say, you know, some months ago, you know, the CDC, they sitting on all type of, you know, things, man. Just ready to go at any time. All right. Verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. Okay. They commune of lion snares privately. See, they say, who shall see them? Right. This is them. All right. Because it's things that they put out in the public, but best believe they're having secret councils constantly. Oh, this is what we want to do. That what we want to do. We want to do this. We want to do that. You know, the things that they put out there. All right. Because what they do is they like to hide in plain sight. So right now they put this out here. People ain't really paying attention, you know, things of that nature. And then, you know, next thing you know, boom, this Sears is a problem. Okay. So again, verse 5, they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of lion snares privately. They say, who shall see them? And we already know who see them. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But again, you know what? All of this is what? The work of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, man. All right. The Lord is not in the heavens saying, oh my God, what are they doing? They having a council. What are they talking about? No. The Lord controlled the left and the right side. All right. He controlled both. Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So nothing's getting past the Lord. All right. What's that? Isaiah 46:10. Yep. Declaring the end from the beginning. And from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. Right. So this was already declared before the earth was even formed. Okay. But see, the Lord, he what? Made peace and create evil. All right. He create the good. He create the bad. All right. So if it's when the sea came out, the Lord was, he was responsible for that. All right. And that's going to, it was even prophesied. Let's get it. Matthew 24. All right. When you go to Matthew 24, it says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Mashiach, and shall deceive many. Is that not happening? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Is that not happening? Are we hearing wars and rumors of wars? All right. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these things are the beginning of sorrow. See, are these things not coming to pass? Wasn't it just a big earthquake over there on the West Coast? Isn't it have been earthquakes in diverse places, in different places? All right. Have there not been famines in all over? Okay. Is not a famine brewing right now? You know, if you go talk to farmers, they'll tell you the dangers of the famine that's looming. And is it not pestilences? Is not the C-19 not still a thing? All right. So these things are happening. Verse 8, all these things are the what? The beginning of sorrows. All right. These are the beginning of sorrows. It was already foretold for this to happen. So when these wicked people are in their councils and think they're doing something on their own merit, no. It's all a part of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua plan, okay? He formed the light, okay? He created the darkness. He made peace. He create evil. All right. Nothing is getting past our Lord. 2nd Ezra 16, starting at 18. What did it say? In Matthew 24 and 8. The beginning of sorrows. 2nd Ezra 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. See, this is what these pestilences are going to do. Even the sword. All right. You just had an Arctic blast in this so-called holiday of Christmas. It wasn't a coincidence that the Arctic blast happened a couple days before Christmas, all into this so-called holiday, all right? When the most people want to travel and be in mirth, the Lord sent what? An Arctic blast, all right? Which actually killed people. The beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars, okay? And the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for the amendment. This is why it's happening. It's sent as scourges for the amendment. All right. But when the famine and the plague, the tribulation and anguish that's sent for scourges for the amendment, what's going to happen? But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Right. So people will still be in la land. All right. The Lord is going to wake up who he's going to wake up. All right. And then everybody else going to be rocked to sleep. They going to be asleep, man. All right. Again, nobody really realized about the Arctic blast around Christmas, except, brothers and sisters that's in the know, basically. All right. Why? Because we understand judgment. All right. But, nobody, like I spoke to a lot of my family members, nobody was like, dang, this was a coincidence. How that happened? An Arctic blast during Christmas? I wonder what's going on. No. All right. But for all these things, they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Right. A lot of people ain't going to realize it's, they're not going to wake up until those missiles are shot off, man. Okay. It is a such thing as too late. All right. That's why the scriptures tell you, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Okay. So, Lord willing, this was edifying to the next lesson. Shalom.